my gosh. Oh man. CM Punk, you corporate shill, you kissing the boots of Saudi and WWE. That has nothing to do with nothing. I just randomly thought about that. Hello. Welcome to another episode of your favorite wrestling podcast. I'm here with my stablemates, Yogi, B-Flim. How's it going? How you feeling? How's it going?
We chilling. A big week of wrestling just happened. I'm excited to talk about it.
Hey, I'm like Trick Willie says, let's talk about it. Oh man. Speaking of that, actually, before we get into the real conversations, I wouldn't mind. We have another week after week after week after week of B-Flim as the TNA champion, Trick Williams as the TNA champion. I'm so confused. Who's getting anything out of this relationship? Like NXT, because it doesn't make TNA look good that another company has the belt for so long, but then NXT doesn't necessarily get the uplift because they have to introduce these new people. They already have this like very stacked roster of people anyway. I'm just confused at what the hell they're doing with this NXT TNA collaboration. Who is it helping? How does it help? What is going on? Can either of you make any sense of this for me? We don't have to stay on it long. I'm so confused watching the TNA or NXT every single weekend because I'm not watching TNA. I'm not checking out for them. I'm not looking into it. So it's like, who is this helping?
I guess those middle of the pack guys, they can't quite get on the WWE roster. So it's like, hey, we'll put another title on you and kind of like add to your accolades.
Whoa, did you just call Trick Williams a little dude then, basically?
Well, he hasn't had his breakthrough yet to the main roster.
Shit.
So, I mean, maybe that's the only way I can sympathize it. I can look at it, but outside of that, you're right. It's really not doing anything for anyone.
It's not hitting at all. Like at all.
I think it's gonna put at this point I feel like it's just gonna be a pipeline for TNA's top dogs to go into NXT. Like we've already seen that with Jordan Grace. Joe Hendry's already been at WrestleMania. We're seeing Mike Santana out there already. I don't think that Trick's title reign goes past Slammiversary at this rate, but I mean, I would like to see TNA get some good from this. Like maybe they take the North American title or the tag titles over to TNA at some point, but it does seem very one-sided, both with TNA and with AAA.
Yeah, it does feel very, oh, hey, we'll put the belt on you, but you're not really part of our plans.
I just it all this says to me technically. I'm with you, Yogi. I know I may put you on a hot spot with Trick, but honestly, I agree with you. Like, there's obviously something they believe is missing with Trick Williams, and he's just NXT's Jey Uso, basically, where the crowd loves him. The camera loves him. He's obviously hot. He's must see, but in the ring, in his matches, I always feel like there's a bunch of meat left on the bone. It's someone who takes like 2 bites out of a wing and they're like, I'm done. I handle business. I don't actually like the bone. The bone actually wears me out. So, I just try to get as much of the meat as I can without touching the bone. And that, to me, is Trick Williams. Okay, cool. All right. I just want to know if I was all alone in here. It's probably good I asked this question without Grego here because he'd be here telling me why I'm so wrong about Trick Williams and why he's the greatest thing to happen to NXT and soon the WWE. Okay, cool. All right, where do we go next? Do we go Queen of the Ring? Do we go King of the Ring? Where Cody Rhodes, Jade Cargill? Where do
we can start off with King of the Ring.
Okay, Cody Rhodes is becoming a bad guy. Or at least they're teasing it. This version of WWE will slow tease something for like a whole ass year before it actually happens. He beats Randy Orton to win King of the Ring. He did not put the crown on. He used it as like a weird little
trophy.
That's like a Cody Rhodes thing, because even the way that he holds the title when he had it, it felt very weird. Anyway, after he beats Randy Orton, he does this. Give it up for this old ass dude. He's great. Man, you remember his hits? He was so good back in the days. He's not done, guys, though. He's not done. You should check him out soon. Old ass nigga, man. Like, go get your Mutasil, man. Like, I am super excited about this version of Cody Rhodes. If people don't know, I'm always here for some heel action. I'm a big fan of it. But it also wasn't surprising that Cody Rhodes won King of the Ring. That means whoever wins has to face the champion in the show that they're on, which Cody Rhodes is in SmackDown, so that's John Cena, even though Cena kind of bounces around and does whatever he wants. How was the match to you? I guess we'll start there. What was the match everything you needed? Could have wanted? Did you want Randy Orton to win? Let's start there. B-Flem, we'll go with you first.
No, I think the right person won, and I think it was a good match. I wouldn't say actually. I'd say great match, not like a really great match. But Cody and Randy, you already know, have very good chemistry going way back to Legacy, and that whole storyline. But to see them, they put on a show. In that, I kind of like Cody like targeting the back and the injured areas of Randy. Kind of.
Okay, hold on. So when he first fell and he sold that back injury, that's when I found out I actually am a mark, because I was just like, oh no, is he okay? His back. Legit.
Oh, Randy Orton can sell.
Oh my god,
sell.
I was so scared.
But the one gripe that I did have is that Cody ate like 4 RKOs, it felt like, and then he only hit 1 crossroads on Randy to win. So I would like a little bit more drama on that side, but other than that, it was a well-run match. That was a personal nitpick, pretty much, but it was a well-run match. Right person won. I'm very intrigued to see how they're going to play SummerSlam now, especially with Cody being confirmed to be in the new Street Fighter movie. So he'll have to take time off. So when are they going to need Cody? A. B, who's going to win the match if they need Cody? Because you can't, I don't want a situation like where Roman was holding the title for like 6 years and like, there were points when he wasn't wrestling or wasn't showing up with the title. So,
what's gonna happen. You all know what's gonna happen. Like, Cody's gonna fight Cena. He's gonna beat Cena, and then Seth Rollins is gonna show up and cash in because Cody's too tired, and then Cody's gonna have a neck injury, be running off TV all the way up to December when he gets his title back.
I don't know. I think I think, especially after how Raw ended this past Monday, I think Seth goes after the world title. Because he said as long as he is breathing, CM Punk won't be world champion. And they're going toward it looks like they're going towards Punk Gunther at SummerSlam.
Okay. It would just feel weird for him to go after the world. Well, that is his original title too. So
yeah,
yes, that is the Seth Rollins championship.
CM Punk Gunther. respectfully to CM Punk, in what world? I guess, hey, Gunther got beat by Jey Uso. So they've established a precedent that he can technically get beat by people who he is, I guess, a better wrestler than. I guess if that's the way that you can phrase it. But like, I don't know. Looking at them side by side, I don't like. How is he gonna do his go to sleep on Gunther? Like, I don't.
Well, let's look at his track record here. So since Punk has come back, he's gone 2 of 3 with Drew McIntyre. How did he go to sweeps on McIntyre? He lost 1 against Seth, which was a triple threat. Oh no, he actually lost 2 against Seth, technically. Because of the steel cage match. But I mean, Uncle Punk still got it. Uncle Punk still got it. Now, does he Gunther got it? That remains to be seen. I'm biased towards CM Punk, and I don't see him beating Gunther any day of the week. But who knows? That's still CM.
Oh yeah, Punk. Chicago's own. Yeah, you gotta stick up for your own.
Exactly. So we'll see. I really do think Seth Rollins is going after that world title, though.
It makes sense. Now you put it that way, it makes sense.
Okay. So Cody Rhodes won the King of the Ring to lose?
No. I mean, I hope not. I hope not. But like, here's the thing. I think they're revisiting Cody v. Cena too early. Now I think Cody does have to win.
But then but like we said, Street Fighter though. So like, how's he gonna win this title and then disappear for 6 weeks?
Maybe they let him leave set for like a couple days because he's already booked for like most of July. So who knows what August looks like for him?
Oh my gosh, this makes no sense. Like WWE. Okay, this is actually leading to a real conversation. Triple H took over from the old man. Tons of goodwill. The booking was on fire. We love the long-term storytelling. But now I believe, and I'm hearing it a lot from a lot of different places, things are getting slow. The viewership is down. There seems to be a rut. It can't be as simple enough that Roman Reigns isn't on TV. Like that's not it.
Like, no. Like, I think it's go for it. So I think what it is that it's a multitude of things, but it's the way how Triple H has been transparent and told us. Like he told us, like he values long-term storytelling, right? We're also at a new age where wrestlers aren't demanded to be on the road 365, 7 days a week, you know. So guys are able to take breaks and whatnot. And then also is like, to be honest with you, this is the most wrestlers WWE has had under their name, maybe since the early 2000s when you had WCW, ECW, Velocity, and WWE wrestlers. So they got to handle different guys in different aspects of it. But then also, like, I think a lot of viewers enjoy the slow storytelling because everything with Vince was like car crash, like very quick. This will happen in this will change. This will happen. This will change. And I think naturally people are just like, okay, I want to see something different. Like I want to get back to the car crash stuff. And Triple H is like, no, we're gonna finish tearing out these storylines, which I don't mind because that's honestly like what keeps you engaged. Because let me ask you this, like. Under the way how WWE used to be, did you really have to pay attention to what was going on? Or you can watch like the major 4 pay-per-views coming around like WrestleMania, watch Raw, SmackDown, and then tune out?
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And now, I mean, granted, you can still apply that same thing now, but you're a little bit more invested because you know what everyone is in place of what story they're trying to tell.
Oh.
It's long and it's boring, but it's more effective in the long run.
Yeah, because even I definitely feel like there have been some redundancies, and they're telling a lot of the same stories. Beeflim, do you understand where things are going? Are you still locked in as well? Because I'm not gonna lie, I've fallen asleep on like the last two like Raws and SmackDowns, and it's not length because I feel like it's once they hit that middle, they start off strong, they end strong, but that middle, like it drags. I don't know what they're doing.
They let their storylines get stale, in my opinion. Like for instance, Punk and Rollins, I think they should have been like separated since past WrestleMania. Even with Heyman still having that, like Punk isn't really going after that revenge for Heyman as much as I think he should have, and I think that's made it go stale a lot faster. But there's not really a lot of engaging storylines off the top of my head that I can think of. Like, I would put the triangle of Bayley, Lyra, and Becky up there, the women's IC title. And that's about it. And like they're gonna try. Yeah. It seems like they're gonna try doing something fresh here. Like Naomi's probably gonna cash in at SummerSlam. The Judgment Day just won the tag titles. But
they're doing Liv so dirty. They're doing Liv so dirty.
Once she comes back, I feel like it's gonna be that's gonna help a lot with the Judgment Day story. I feel like it's going to be kind of stagnant until she comes back.
I love the Judgment Day. That's actually a good shout. I love what they're doing, especially when you look at like Rhea Ripley. Ever since she's left Judgment Day, she's kind of been like struggling to like. She's always going to be relevant. She's like the crowd always loves her. She's amazing. She's fantastic. Blah 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 blah. But she is so far away from the championship, and it's like I don't like her being Raquel Rodriguez. Like it was a good match. Like that was a match to help Raquel Rodriguez, to help her get some like legitimacy, some seriousness, even though she lost. But. Now, like, where does Rhea Ripley go? Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing with her? It's super unfortunate and frustrating. But Liv, yes, obviously she has the return. She has beef now with two people. She has the Prodigy that she can be mad at. She can have her old tag team partner that she can be mad at. It seems like she's more set up for success through this whole Judgment Day nonsense than Rhea Ripley, who could honestly just ask for a championship match and get it at any time, but it just still doesn't feel right. I guess Judgment Day. I'm here for it. They all have titles again. I'm always here for the Judgment Day. Like Ben Fowler's cooking. Ben Fowler
won a match for the first time in like 2 years, bro.
Like I'm
not gonna lie, I low-key thought they were about to break up the Judgment Day. Like they kept teasing it, and I was like, it's gonna happen.
Don't worry, we will get to that. They definitely will.
But for them to put the titles on all of them, because I'm not gonna lie, even when Priest and Rhea was in Judgment Day, did they have all the titles?
I think they did.
Not all.
They had it at points. I know they had it at points, but I don't think everyone had a title.
There was always one person that didn't have a title.
Yeah, so for them to put a title, everyone now
actually, that's a lie. That Finn and Damian held the tag titles at one point. Dom held North American title, and Rhea had the
but not on this Liv version. Ever since they brought on Liv, that was where all the chaos became.
Yes.
Okay.
and then the Prodigy returns, and we got all that's going on. And
here's what I'll
say. when she turned to Dom and she's like, anything you guys need, I will do it in a second, or some for the way that she phrased it like that, I was like, oh my goodness.
No, that's
and I also love the fact that Dom somehow, for some reason, can't get a hold of any of his ladies when they're injured. Like he just loses their phone number.
There's no use for them when they're hurt.
You're only on camera for one day a week, so those other 6 days you're just not reaching out to your injured woman. Like, what are you doing, my guy? Dirty Dom. I love it. Oh, okay.
While we're on the topic of the Rhea versus Raquel match, though, I feel like it didn't really matter who won. I would have liked to see Raquel win that match, just for story's sake, especially since Roxanne got involved. But like, I'm fine with Rhea winning. It was still a good match. I think they went the wrong direction in terms of what happens after. I think they should have had Rhea find a partner and go after the tag titles instead of just having her go straight for the women's world title. And I think part of that was there was a wrench thrown in that plan. I don't know what the plans were for the tag titles at Evolution, but Liv getting hurt before she was gonna face Io for the title definitely threw a monkey wrench in the entire plans for that show.
Oh yeah.
That being said, I feel like you can still go someone like, I don't know, Nikki Bella just came back. There's a bunch of different talent on the Raw roster that you're not. Natalia would be cool to see at some point because she's doing great work with GCW right now, I think. But I mean, it was a good match. Solid outcome. Direction was kind of suspect, so we'll see how that plays out.
I actually really like the idea of Rhea Ripley going after a tag team title.
She hasn't been. Yeah, she hasn't had one
since Raquel. Yeah, Raquel.
Liv.
Oh yeah, Liv. Oh yeah. Oh, Liv. Oh yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I was just daydreaming about Raquel and Rhea together. Ooh, that's a lot of women. At me being a tall 6'4", just tall women, those legs, just like it got me. It doesn't hit the same meaty men, meaty women, because they're not necessarily meaty women, but like Amazon's wrestling, that Rhea and Raquel match, it definitely fed me. And then the riptide off the table on the rope.
I love the fact that the ref held the table for him. It's like, you're not going to die on my watch.
That table did look a little wobbly. So
I was scared. I did. I get it. Like, you're trying to do some things creative in 2025. It's really hard to remix the wrestling world, but that entire time that was happening and it's just wobbling, I was, oh my god, I was like, this is exactly what we need, is for two of them to like fall off Big E style, and yeah, that would not be great.
No, it wouldn't have been. I feel like WWE was like, look, if you're going to do this, you cannot die. You cannot die in the process of doing it.
How many, like,
did they practice? I feel like they practiced it once. It was like,
once.
Oh, got it.
Once, yes. That's what I'm saying. Like, they had to practice it once, and they were like, all right, it worked. Let's do it. Yeah, because it did not seem like a fully fleshed out thought. Okay.
No.
Speaking of the ladies, we'll do Queen of the Ring, Jade Cargill, and all her glory. Like, she's amazing. Her wrestling has still gotten so much better. But who are we kidding? Asuka carried that match. Like, as far as Jade is gone, there's still some, like, she's selling better than she's ever done. but even then, there's still like more to go. I actually never was the person to, like, I never understood not necessarily the Jade hate, but the people were like, hey, she needs more. But now I'm starting to get it, especially seeing her against Asuka, especially seeing all these other women's wrestling matches that are being like fucking bangers. Jade Cargill technically will have to face Tiffany Stratton. Let's before we get to Tiffany Stratton, what did you think about her match against Asuka? Thoughts? Did the right person win? Etc. All those things. Yogi, what are your thoughts?
I think the right person won. I mean, I do see your point that it wasn't the cleanest matches from Jade, but you know,
that's just a Jade match. It's never clean.
Yeah, look, man. She is very okay. She's not raw at this, like she's experienced enough at it, but you can tell like there's still that very amateur style in her that is not as clean as polished as WWE wrestlers are. And she will be okay. She will be fine. Yeah, I mean, I think the right person won. I'm not mad at the result because either one, I think you can ride it out and they can carry a storyline.
That's fair because Asuka, she did just return.
Yeah.
Instantly putting her back to the top. That you can't say it's forced because it's Asuka, but I guess I can understand where people would say it's forced. B-Flem, what are your thoughts?
I love Jade. I do like that she won Queen of the Ring. I don't know if I can say the right person won on this one. I will justify Jade winning by saying that Asuka versus Io can happen a lot more organically.
Yes.
Without Asuka winning the Queen of the Ring than Jade versus Tiffany at this point.
That is true. That is
I just am having a hard time believing that Jade Cargill can be a fresher Jade Cargill can beat Asuka. Like Asuka was the like gold standard of wrestling for a while, and it's a little hard to believe for me personally that Jade can just come in and beat her. Now there is a world where I can see it, like upsets do happen.
Yes, if you look at them side by side, Jade Cargill, she is Jade Cargill. Like, bro,
Exactly.
what are we talking about? Yes,
like
but
that's
the botch to end the match. Like, she was supposed to do something, and then obviously she went, screw it, let's just do Jaded. Like, she went from like whatever move that she was
strong to with it.
Yeah, like whatever she was supposed to do, it was obvious that she was like, I can't do it. I don't feel comfortable doing it, and so let's just end it this way. And it felt weird, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it honestly reminds me to what was it? Was it Seth in? There was like a botched Gunther. It was like that weird pin that Gunther had, and they had to like argue it off or like be like the ref. They eventually fixed it, but that was because it was two people who can wrestle, and we're like, okay, cool, the story. And I don't know, they just skip past the whole botching and all that stuff, and technically it gives Jade plenty of time to wear the crown, look fantastic wearing the crown. We can all call her Queen Jade. Like, I'm here for all of those things, and you can practice all you want. But once you get into it's the match speed, it's the real time speed where she seems to struggle, and that's where these dark matches, that's where these house shows, that's where you would be able to hammer these things out. Yeah. That's not a thing anymore. So I just really worry. Like, I don't know, because again, she looks the part. She looks like a WWE superstar. She looks like a WWE champion. But then she starts wrestling. And I'm not even saying this to like nag on her. I'm saying this because I hate seeing hate on Black Queens. I hate seeing it. And so like it's just like I want the best for her. And it's like how do we get there? How do we get her in a match where it feels like it was 100% smooth match? Because again, progress. There were moments when she first started, she couldn't do her like kick thing that she was doing, the high like jump kick.
Oh, the kick up.
Yeah. There were so many things that she was doing that she was struggling in. And now she's doing moves that I'm like, oh, that's new. Like I'm seeing the growth, but there's still just so much. Like you could see her like agreeing with the person, like head nod and be like, okay, come on. Like she still needs to kind of learn those little like tricks of the trade that again you learn doing these house shows, and you get comfortable doing these house shows.
Too, and also like we're in the age of social media where everyone's gonna pick up on something. Like someone is like scrubbing this in 0.25 speed. And picking up and being like, and plus like Jade is a lightning rod. So what was the knock on Jade? Like you just mentioned, she doesn't know these tricks of the trade. Also, she's a Black woman. Also, she's from AEW.
Bro, they were booing her. Like,
yeah, like
that was so fucked. They booed all the Black women.
Yeah, like she's from AEW. So I want to knock her, and like when you watch her matches, like so for instance, my wife has watched Jade Cargill. My wife is a casual fan, right? She probably watched WrestleMania and that's it. She's cool with Jade because like she's like, oh, okay, like she can do some stuff, right? It's like over the top where it's nitpicking, and I wonder how much of that is like those things that I just presented.
Okay, yeah, you're not wrong. I feel you. Okay, and so this match against Tiffany Stratton, which I'm over Stratton's run. So like whoever takes over as champion, I'm here for. It just feels like Jade beats Tiffany. Naomi comes out, takes the title from Jade, and now that's a run. That's Naomi's first person she's going against. Basically, that's how that all feels. Is there any other world where Naomi waits until and faces Jade Cargill straight up, or do we all think that that's what's going to happen? That Naomi's going to come through and
probably was going to happen.
I don't think she lets Jade, at the very least, enjoy the moment of winning the title. I think I really think she doesn't let Jade win the title outright. But if Jade is allowed to win the match, she is not getting 4 seconds of celebration before Naomi comes in and cashes in.
It's going to be very Drew McIntyre-esque. Like she has the title and then maybe like for 10 seconds, Naomi comes out there and just ruins it for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm here for it. I actually want that. I want that so bad. And again, like getting to this, like there was Sasha and Bianca, but now we have multiple different flavors. Sasha needs to get over winning 1 million titles at AEW and still not being even close to as relevant as she could be in WWE. I feel like the more titles she wins, the further she gets. And again, this actually we can easily move on, but I feel like the more titles that Sasha Monet she wins at AEW, the further she gets away from WWE, because it's not necessarily the money that she's going to ask for WWE, because obviously they have no problem paying people, but there was already that beef and that anger from her, which led her to AEW, and I don't know. I'm just so worried. So worried. I want her.
That shit sailed. It sailed. Like if you want, it's the same thing with MGF. Like there was a slight window where you could think like, okay, there's a possibility, and now it's closed. Like in order for Sasha to come back, and look, I'm not saying never because who knows? Like, I would love to see the original Four Horsemen to come back and have one more run, But like her, MJF, and John Moxley, like it just felt like that window is closed. And look, maybe to her, like she's cool being a big fish in a small pond, racking titles, having a run or two with Tommy Storm and calling it a day, like.
Yeah, Tony Storm also. Like, oh man, all these people are like, I'm happy for her. Tony Storm should probably stay in AEW. Like she's absolutely killing it in AEW, and I could totally see her returning back to WWE and they like smushing her again and making her lost. But like Mercedes could easily come to WWE right now and do the whole Charlotte Flair jump straight to the line, and crowd would actually love it instead of booing him like they do Charlotte Flair.
Because Charlotte Flair, we knew it was coming. Like we do.
Yeah, that's her thing. Well, and it's just
we see this happen 4 times, like 3 or 4 times with Charlotte Flair. We do. We all do.
Yeah, now they're cooling her off. They're just not putting her on camera, hoping everybody kind of like forgets that they're annoyed and angry with her. I love. Also, speaking of her, I really want her to get better wigs. She does way too much winning for her to be wearing these like weird wigs where any sweat comes and all of a sudden they're just like clumps all over. I don't know, girl. Like there's some like conversations about, how much of the culture she's tapped in with and seeing how she handles those wigs. Like that's one of the things where I'm just like, I kind of hear those conversations. But also like shout out to her and her love with the Beast Mordos. Like that's cute, whatever. Yeah. Even though she now has him doing like TikToks to Pink Pantheress, which I love Pink Pantheress. Like a huge Pink Pantheress fan. But this dude is a giant human being in a bull BDSM mask, and you got him like dancing around. Like I don't know. Like I don't. Maybe that's gonna help his popularity. I don't know. Sorry, we've gotten so far away from it. Jacob Fatu. That's actually what I want to talk about.
Can I just say I'm so proud of him?
Oh, okay. Why?
I am so proud of him. Look, he came in. It was very hyped, right? He was kind of like just a muscle, and usually the thing that doesn't work out for most wrestlers like that, like i.e. your Batistas, like think Dave Batista think. Actually, it goes into 2 things. Jacob Fatu went in the route with Dave Batista, right? He started off as the muscle, but he got better on the mic as time went on, and this match was already there. Like everyone loved his matches; they can see what he can do. But his chemistry got better as well, and I'm just so proud to see like the wrestler he has became, because he really could have ended up being like, what's his name? His name is it Rhino? Was it Rhino? There was another wrestler around like the mid 2010s who they were trying to make to be like the next Dave Batista, but he just sucked on the mic. And
Ryback.
Ryback, that's who it is. And he could have been another Ryback. And the fact that he's not, I am very proud of that.
The fact that he's so funny, it shows. He's definitely a brother of Jimmy and Jay. Like you can definitely tell that he's their family because he is. He's just the things that he does is just so funny. Like he's.
Have you seen the video where he talks about why he wrestles?
No.
Oh my God. Okay, you got to look it up on YouTube. It is hilarious. So he's doing an interview, and the guy was like, "So why do you wrestle?" And he was like, "Do you do it for passion? Do you do it because of love?" He was like, "Hell no, I got 8 kids." He was like, "You know what? I'm an example. I went to prison. I got 8 kids. This is why I wrestle. Because feeding 8 kids is a lot of money, and I need money."
Oh wow, that's hilarious.
And I don't know if it was a work or not, but it is hilarious.
That's hilarious. Oh man. Okay. Sorry, Jacob Fatu. Oh my gosh. I messed up. My bad. I want to pivot to the new current United States champion, Solo Sikoa. That's actually, he's the talk. Jacob Fatu, everyone, yes, he sticks out. He's great. You know what I mean? The Bay stand up. 8 kids? Like, 8 kids?
Yeah,
like,
man.
My nigga, buy a condom. Like, what are we doing? Wrap that shit up. What are we doing? Solo Sikoa, he is now the new champion. He's got his gang back. He's got a little stocky thing, JC Mateo. Tongaloa returned. An introduction to a little bit on the nose, Tala Tonga.
Yeah, they've been nowhere for a minute.
Oh my
I forgot all about them.
Tala Tonga is a crazy name, but also it's hilarious. I'm actually super excited for Solo Sikoa. I think he's great. That's what I was talking about. He's the brother of Jimmy and Jay. You can tell that he's hilarious. I love the mocking that he does of the people. He does it in such a funny way. He's like seriously funny. I think he can do a really good run. Obviously, it's not top bloodline levels.
Yeah.
But it's very much like the Avengers. When you get so deep into like a continued story, it becomes really tough to keep that energy. And also he's starting with new people. So Solo Sikoa is going to have to make JC Mateo serious, even though he's kind of a fucking bowling ball. Like he's this little round dude. I don't really know how seriously people can take JC Mateo. Like I get that he's done the indies, blah, 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 but that's not me. I'm not deep in the wrestling lore. I'm watching these week to week. I need to be sold on JC Mateo. I don't see how it happens, especially when he stands next to any wrestler. He is just a tiny dude and has like a fucking lean belly. Like it's super frustrating.
He's the new muscle. Like,
but is he though? He's so tiny with those little arms. It's like, bro. And again, he has that belly that looks like he drinks lean every night. Like it's just like, I'm just not sold on JC Mateo, and I don't think I will ever be sold on JC Mateo because he always looks like he's about to break. Like he knows he has to play a tough guy, but he looks like he wants to smile. And I don't know. And then Tala Tonga, he looks pretty dope because he's just so fucking giant. And Tongaloa, I know he's dealing with injuries and whatever. We have seen him botch so many times that it's going to be tough to make him serious. So all of that just drags Solo down and keeps us from taking Solo seriously when I think he deserves it.
Yeah.
But okay, so here's my thing. Solo has gone from serious to unserious, and that has done his characters wonders. Yes. I don't know why creative saw Solo kind of struggling as like the muscle, the serious factor of the bloodline, and decided, maybe that'll work with JC Mateo instead. It doesn't work, especially since he's not even blood with them.
Right, he's Filipino. What are we doing? Actually, I don't know what he is. I'm just throwing it out there.
I don't know where that was ever gonna work, but you're not letting him be his own character once again, and it's not really working once again.
I feel like they do this, like the muscle of the bloodline is the person who they need to work on the most. So they kind of keep them quiet until they be like, all right, we got you in a comfortable spot. And then, because look, it happened with Solo, it happened with Jacob, it happened with the Tonga twins.
That's the exact formula they used with Shield Roman Reigns, bro.
Exactly. The formula's there. Like, look, the two people worked on, you see them career progress, right? The two who were supposed to be the muscle, who it didn't work, what happened? We took their ass on TV. Now we brought them back.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, and it makes sense. But like, you look at Roman Reigns, you're like, okay, this dude looks like he could be a fucking WWE superstar.
Oh yeah,
And
no, I get that
Solo,
point.
and you go,
He
yeah,
doesn't
but
look
then
like
JC Mateo, like again, you look at this dude, and it does not hit. And I agree with you, Jen.
Especially because
it works. It does work, but it's like,
especially because WWE is no longer Giant Land.
That's true.
So it's kind of weird because he effectively now becomes the tallest person on the roster, I think.
Hikuleo?
Oh, Talatanga?
Yes, Talatanga.
Yes.
I'm calling him by the name his mama gave him. Hikuleo.
his mama didn't give him that name. No, that's fair. Yeah, no, Talatanga, he's definitely the tallest. Yeah, and that's a good shot.
Oh, well, actually, Omasa's still rostered, but
he technically is. Yeah,
he's hard bench, but he's still rostered.
Omasa's in Japan on vacation, like until further notice.
And this is what it is. Like, Mateo is a cheaper ingredient. He feels like a top AEW talent. In respect to AEW, like JC Mateo feels like he could go to AEW and fucking kill it. But for some reason, it does not hit.
Hey, he's the reason why you have the TNT partnership. He's the kind of talent that you put in TNT.
Oh yeah, TNA. TNA. Oh no, big time. Yeah, throw him on TNA and he would fucking clear shot. And that's actually exactly what they need to do. They need to put him on TNA because maybe that's what I need. I just need to see him dominate. I need to see him win. Like, I don't know. I just see him. It's the little arms. It's that big old belly. I don't know.
The fact that this man drinks lean is hilarious.
Well, because he's fit, but then he has like that big old belly. So just like, that's the first thing that comes to mind is just lean. Those dudes who are like skinny, but for some reason they have like this giant ass stomach. I don't know. It just, I'm frustrated. Protect Solo Sikoa. I love that dude. I'm such a big fan.
He has really come into his character.
Yes,
as of recent. And it's really great to see. And it's a deserved US title reign that he's about to get.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I hope it's going to be a solid run. Actually make him well, now that he has multiple people in his group, you can introduce new people. You can keep doing this and just have him do the Roman Reigns run, but with a lower title until people kind of feel that he is serious enough, or until we can kind of get all these old dudes out of the way, because he's what, 28, 29? He's young in the spectrum of the WWE roster, because the average age of the WWE roster is like 40. It's insane. It used to be a really young roster, and now it's a super old roster, and they need to find a way to get some youth in there, because it's just a bunch of old dudes, and that's perfect transition. Old dudes, fucking John Cena, CM Punk, all of this. I'm so over this John Cena run. I'm upset that he had me on record saying how I was enjoying his promos. They got me saying nice things about John Cena, and now we're doing all of this lame bullshit. And then CM Punk coming out multiple times, publicly professing and apologizing for him coming at The Miz, coming at Saudi. Like, John Cena was right. So, like, not only was he right, it's also kind of, they've brushed through that he was right, and that he kind of called CM Punk out for being fake and for turning on his hide. And everybody who loved CM Punk, it's not really Punk apologizing to Saudi Arabia. That is not Punk at all. That is the complete opposite of Punk. Like what is going on? Like, when I saw that happened, I get why he did it. You have to make Got to make the business happy. CM Punk, after doing all the shit talking,
he saw that check. He was like, "Oh,
exactly." Like I get it. Like I'm saying, I get it. But for who he established himself as, when he returned and tried to go back to that character, for him to now like, bro, like, what are we doing? Like, take off, like, quit dressing like the everyday person, quit wearing those sports teams hats and those tank tops, like, completely embrace the the Cody Rhodes of it. Like, wear your suits, look cute. Yeah, corporate Punk. Like, he needs to change his name to CM Corporate. Like, that's who you are now. CM Corporate.
Corporate made Punk is right there. What I will say about that,
corporate made Punk.
Yes, John Cena was right. It was very hypocritical of CM Punk to go over there and apologize, and because the whole thing about it was that John was going to make Cena become, or John was going to make Punk become a hypocrite to get what he wanted. The other side of that coin, I will say, is that if he didn't apologize while he was there, he may have been arrested and tortured. Like, they don't. Sometimes you just gotta save your own skin.
Yeah,
literally save your own skin.
Like, it was like, hey, look, because this is the other thing too. Because I think this is the first time Sami Zayn's wrestled in Saudi.
No, it's not.
It's not okay.
Sami Zayn doesn't lose in Saudi. Let's get that straight.
It's been like 3 years now. 3 years now.
Yeah,
he was banned. He was banned, and then all of a sudden,
that's right, he was banned.
Yeah. I
mean, hey, look, like B said, hey, you can apologize, or we can treat you like the journalist. Which one you want?
Run up on you and chop you up in pieces, and then you're just never heard of again. Yeah.
And plus that check, like, that man probably got generational money.
That check was probably crazy.
Yeah, generational money. Like, if Punk wanted to, he can walk away.
Oh, he easily could. I know he's being paid something crazy at WWE, which is why he has done all of the right things. Like, even when he returned, he was saying all the right things. He's being super nice. You see him on all of the shows. He's making sure he's shaking hands with everybody. Like, the moment I saw that he was like on NXT, like, even if you are that guy, that's like your thing, you're helping everybody. But the moment he was like on NXT and people were talking about him on it, like, I knew the vibes. And even like him going on Saudi, yeah, I get he had to apologize, obviously, to save himself. But him going on Saudi, wrestling on Saudi, they could have just kind of like smoothed over that. But the fact that they made him multiple times come out and apologize, and even after the match, he's like slowly walking, talking to every person, and it's just like, oh, bro,
yeah,
he's lived long enough to see himself become the villain, which is just what he needs to do now. He just needs to embrace it. The Rock needs to show up, and where we thought that John Cena sold his soul to The Rock, it's CM Punk. That's exactly what it is.
That would make a hell of a storyline.
It would, but I think that the WWE crowd loves CM Punk a little too much for them to pull the trigger on that, which is why they're about to do it with Cody.
But then send him away. I still don't get this. I don't get this at all. Like, how are they going to do this with Cody Rhodes?
What, make him a villain?
We'll make him a villain and then send him away.
Oh, okay. Have you seen Cody in like his indie run?
I've seen some clips, yeah, where like, no, he makes a very good villain, but they're gonna make him do this turn. But also being a heel as a champ, like we saw with New Day, they like wrestled once in the like 4 or 5 month reign, and then lost the title. So
what I think,
Rhodes could easily do that. Yeah,
this is what I think is going to happen. So let's fast forward to SummerSlam. Cody nearly beats John Cena. Like, it's that kind of match where he has to go into his bag and really beat Cena, right? He beats Cena clean, but it takes a lot out of him. Seth Rollins comes out, uses the Money in the Bank, wins it. Cody goes away. Cody comes back for John Cena's in December for John Cena's final pay-per-view, right? In some weird way, say Cody wins the title, but he does it in nefarious ways with The Rock's help. And then that's how you get corporate Cody Rhodes. Like, I can just imagine Cody Rhodes as a villain, just like, thank you. Thank you for your help. Thank you for letting me beat you. And just throwing wads of cash at people, like being an over-the-top villain. Like,
I would love for him to like just be pulling out hundreds and be like, okay, I know you want to fight me, but here's $1,000.
Yeah, like,
honestly,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, you have to have that kind of funny villain.
Okay, I'm here.
And Cody seems like he can do it. Like,
almost. Here I am. I've already been sold on it.
Yeah, like, who else can pull off like the billionaire jackass better than Cody? Him just paying people to fight his battles for him.
He already dresses the part.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine him doing the Diabasi type of vibes where and he was in a group with his son and he was the one who made it through? Oh my gosh. That actually, see, look at this. I'm already in. I'm fucking all in, damn it. I know they're not going to do it, but I am
like,
I'm all in.
Yeah. Like, I can see it happening, man. It would be funny.
Oh, okay.
And, like, honestly, if you want to bring up someone to pair besides Cody to be the person who Cody pays to fight his battles for him, there is a person in TNA who we saw at WrestleMania who fought Randy Orton, Joe Hendry. There you go. I'm just trying to find a way how to get Joe Hendry back. I just want him to be back.
Could you imagine Joe Hendry coming and then being, oh my gosh, him and Cody doing the
here's $1,000, fight my battle.
But as him, like him just giving Joe Hendry the money and Joe Hendry's just like, get some money. I'm actually here with this. Oh my gosh, I love this. Actually, I love this. Actually, okay.
Will WWE do it? No.
Definitely
Will it
not.
make for great storytelling and awesome ass memes? Yes,
because that would also like it would be easy for the shooting. You could just show up, technically pay Joe Hendry to do his wrestling for him, and then go back and do a couple of more scenes.
Yeah.
WWE, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. We just figured this out for you.
The first time I was on this podcast, I gave you the idea for Chad Gable to be the American Jackass and be all super American. And look what happened. He's on his best run of years.
Creatives watching us.
I'm just saying, WWE, it's okay if wrestling is wacky. It doesn't have to be super serious.
It doesn't.
Like,
I mean, you guys know from like 2012 to like 2020, you guys were incredibly wacky.
Right. Look, we still live in an era where Triple H had sex with a dead corpse on live TV, and we just acted like it was normal. Don't tell me we're above this, okay?
I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing. Before we get out of here, though, I actually do want to talk about Evolution 2025, the all ladies premium live event that's coming up. Grego and I, in the early bits of your favorite wrestling podcast, I've been begging for like a women's only TV show because it's so deep, the roster between NXT and the top levels. They need to get something going. Evolution could be a good first step towards it. And I'm not even saying that it needs to be like a weekly thing. It could be like a once a month until maybe it picks up or whatever. We know that in Evolution, for sure, we have Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. We have JC Jane versus Jordan Grace. We have Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus a Raw tag team, a SmackDown tag team, and an NXT tag team. And then we have the Women's Battle Royale. And the winner of that will face a women's champion at Clash in Paris. This is going to be fun. I'm actually very excited about all of this. Being able to give the women the nod. I'm actually at Nikki. Is it Nikki Bella? Which Bella twin has come back?
Nikki.
Yeah, it is Nikki. Yeah, because it's John Cena's ex. Nikki Bella was supposed to fight Liv. So it's like, what do you now do with Nikki Bella? Man, see, that's why I'm so upset about Liv. Because she really was on a like Drew McIntyre type of run where she said it right before she got hurt. I'm running this division. Like, I may not be the champion, but everything runs through me. Like, I'm truly upset about Liv. Like, what she does on her off time, that's on her own. But her being injured and her being taken out is really messed up a lot of the stuff because she's also tied to Rhea. She has so many links with so many other people. So there's like a lot of fill-in that they have to do. Initial thoughts on Evolution, this PLE, like thoughts, anything that like sticks out that you're super excited about?
For the Evolution one?
Yes, yeah.
The fact that WWE just needs to make this a staple. Like,
yes, it does need to be yearly. It needs to be yearly.
Like, honestly, just make it the September pay-per-view. Like, honestly. Like, we're at the point now with WWE where they have more than enough talent where they can sustain a pay-per-view show. And it's more than coming. Like, yeah. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see what storylines pop out of it, who gets a big push coming out of that pay-per-view.
I am excited for the pay-per-view overall. It does suck that Liv got hurt because that did throw a monkey wrench in a bunch of the plans. But outside of all of that, I am excited for the NXT talent to get a main roster platform. You're going to have Jordan Grace versus JT Jane for the NXT title. You're going to have an NXT tag team in the Fatal 4-Way for the women's tag titles. So that's going to be big representation for what has been the most consistent women's division in the company. And maybe in most, if not all, of wrestling at this point. So very excited for that roster to get a platform on that as well.
Yeah. Am I gonna say this?
Say it.
We're about to get canceled.
No, luckily it's just specifically about Jordan Grace. I'm just like I know she's great. She's strong. She's just muscle mouse, bro. Like, she's just so tiny, especially when she starts getting next to all of these NXT wrestlers, like these actual like NCAA athletes, and like where wrestling is nowadays. She's young, but she almost feels like a dinosaur. Like I'm really worried about her. I'm really worried about her. Like, she's just not hitting like she should. Like, China would work now because she has the size. She's tall. She's giant. Whereas, like, if Jordan Grace was like 4 inches taller, like, I would be sold on her. But like, the muscles, that stuff's cool. But then when she starts getting next to people, and also like Raquel Rodriguez, not Raquel, Roxanne. Roxanne's tiny, but she that doesn't seem to be a problem. Like, I don't know. Obviously, I'm fake, so I can easily be sold on things.
Yeah.
But And Jordan Grace has gone super far from where she was to where she is, and what she's doing now is great. And she has to beat JC Jane. Like, it's obvious she's going to beat JC Jane.
Yeah,
bro, she can't lose to JC. This would be what, her like 4th title chance then. And if she loses to JC Jane, then they obviously agree with me. Then obviously the WWE brass agrees with me. If she loses to JC Jane, like,
there is, I would say there is a universe where I do want Jordan Grace to win this match. Don't get me wrong. There is a universe where she loses this match, and that is to fast track Blake Monroe to the NXT title.
She's a transitional title.
Yeah. Me personally, I would not want Jordan Grace to hold the title for all of like 1 or 2 months just to give it over to Blake Monroe.
The only way I could see, okay, so let's run with this. She beats JC Jane. She becomes the champ. What they do with her is almost the Jey Uso run, where they have her helping everybody out. She's wrestling every single week. So then by the time she faces Blake, she's exhausted and she can't keep up. Fucking Blake Monroe. I'm still like, fun character, sure. But like, I'm not sold as her as a wrestler. Even when I saw her on AEW, I was never sold on her as a wrestler. It's like, yeah, you're attractive. Sure. Cool.
I may have to disagree with you a little bit there.
Ooh, let's go.
I think the program with Timeless Toni Storm did wonders with her character.
Okay.
I feel like it definitely, there was a movie that it drew inspiration from that I can't think of the name of right now, but they executed it really well, in my opinion. Now, she had her nice little run with the AEW Women's title. It felt like it wasn't as solid as when she was beefing with Tony. And so when Tony came back, it kind of restored that feeling. But it's going to be interesting to see how it is on her own. I don't know how well that specific character will translate to WWE, because AEW is a lot more liberal when it comes to, you know, the lesbian icons, the women loving women dynamic. They're a lot more liberal with that than WWE is. So it's going to be interesting to see how the crowd reacts to that type of stuff if they do choose to lean into that being her character. But we'll see. There's still some work to do to kind of sell the NXT crowd, at least it seems.
Oh, it's Blake Monroe. She's part of the LGBTQ the army.
I don't know if she's exactly part of it, but the character.
Oh, she plays with it.
The Mariah May character is very much coded that way.
Okay, that's fun. Okay, I'm here for. I'm always here for this. You know, Rainbow Army. I'm a big supporter. I'm an ally. I'm here to help y'all out. Love is love is love is love is love, or whatever old boy said in the award ceremony forever ago. Oh, I thought you were about to say something, Yogi. You like leaned into the mic. I thought you were about to go off. I thought you were about to say something fire. I was like, oh, let's go.
No.
Okay. All right. Hey, this is a good episode. You know, we did 70 minutes of things. Is there any other wrestling thoughts y'all need to get off your chest?
No, I think I'm good on everything.
We will be back next week. I'm locked in. I have no other SOB things really going on until the season starts back up. Need to get back into our wrestling thing. Cool. All right, so this is episode 30. CM Punk, corporate made punk. That is the episode title. Shout out to B Flim.
Yeah.
All right, my show bros, let people know where they can find you and the things that you do.
You can find me on Blue Sky, That Guy Yogi, or River City 93. Keep it easy.
Blue Sky, bfun.bsky.social, 50 plus donor, twitch.tv/50 plus donor. My personal Twitch channel, twitch.tv/VW_Flem. I am
also BFlim
everywhere.
Yes, you are. Okay, so like respectfully, because I'm not in like the Twitch streams and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. I didn't know you were like popping like that. You doing like that soccer Twitch stream thing, like the black Twitch, like that was super cool.
Oh, the rivals.
Yeah. So like that was super cool. Like you're part of that, and then the whole like whatever that Riz show that you had on top that you're hosting, like bro, shout out, like you most dope. Like obviously black people, we love giving each other shit and stuff like that, but this is like me legitimately trying to be like I need to put some respect on your name. I didn't know. I was unfamiliar.
Yeah, I do my thing a little bit. I appreciate that. I dabble in a little bit of things here and there. It was really saturated this month. Like I'm gonna start chilling out a little bit. It's going back to normal stuff.
Hey, he was out in those streets, digitally and literally. Oh. All right. Well, we will be back next week for another episode of your favorite wrestling podcast. I am Crunk Chocolate. I'm here with Yogi and B Flim. Grego normally says this, but he's not here. So if you can't be good, be bad, baby.